Hello everyone, KillercowDivine here playing Motorsport Manager. I've been playing a little bit with Dragon Race Team China. Yes, Dragon Race Team China. It's been going quite well. I've been learning the game a little bit. Now I thought, let's do this for real. Uh, Best way to do that, I thought, was do a challenge. We're gonna go with the underdog challenge. It means we play with the worst team in the game. We're gonna do medium session length. We do not need a tutorial. Yeah, let's do that. And we can only pick European racing here because we are forced to use this one team. And there we have it, the starting screen, and we can see our car is the worst, our drivers are the worst, headquarters are probably tied for worst. Looks like there might be two other teams that have the same setup as we have. Staff and sponsors are also quite bad. Let's go over the game a little bit. You can see there are some mails, but nothing important other than this. How do I think I will be doing this season? 10th place. I think we're gonna end up in 10th place. That decides how much money we get for each race, but from the owners. But uh, I'm not really sure what happens if you fail to hit the target. Maybe you get fired. Maybe we can't get fired from this. I'm not really sure. Our economy is not very good at the moment, but it will improve. As we can see here, we have 250,000 now, but for each race we will get at least 638,000 at the moment. So we're gonna start with designing something. Uh, the cheapest one and the fastest one is brakes, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, we can see straight away we can get an illegal component to install into the car. I think it's a bit unnecessary to use illegal stuff, especially now in the beginning. So I'm gonna go with this one. It's not that good either, but hey, we need to take what we can get. So let's start with that one. Invest some money into improving the car. The other screens here is fit car parts. At the moment, we only have uh, one part for each car. You can see they are not very good. These are the ones that provided by the series. We are in the European Racing Series, I think it's called. Uh, so they give us the front wing and the rear wing, and they are quite good at the moment. Uh, but all the other parts are absolute trash. I think we're going to focus on making sure that our engine and gearbox will not break. Nothing else to do here. Headquarters, do not have the money to do anything here, but we have two buildings at the moment, a factory and a design center. We can build a few other buildings, then we can unlock more. Scouting, we will need to do some scouting. I want to scout those without contract, see if we can find someone that we can sign at some point. You can actually see some of the stats here. Okay, it looks like Rafael Rodriguez and Lisandro Cruz are the best free agents. They might be too expensive for us, but doesn't hurt to scout them. The two main drivers have long contracts. Ina Santa Ana, I do not mind if she's staying at least 2 seasons. She has contract for 3 seasons. Evans, 2 seasons left on his contract. I do not want him to stay that long. And Katie Linares, yeah. I would get rid of one of these two riders this season. We can see the cost for getting rid of them is not very high. So our first part is finished, the brakes. Let's see. I'm gonna actually go ahead and design a new part straight away. Which one was it? That one? Let's see the options now. None of the options are really great. Yeah, I need to go with that one. We can see we have a new part here. And I want to put it in a car. Ines Santa Ana, she's the purple driver here. Oh, we can see it up there. And I want her to have the best car, while Evans get the worst car because he's a bad driver, so he doesn't need a good car. And the second set of brakes is completed. That means we need to move on to something else. And let's see here. A new engine would be very good. Suspension is quite nice. I think we're gonna go with the engine next. We are already down to 2.5 million in debt, but we got sponsor deals. Maybe we can get some money here. Two types of sponsors, the raised bonus sponsors and the fixed payment sponsors. Raised bonus sponsors, they want you to finish in a certain position. If you get that position, they will give you money. You can see that I can also get an upfront payment, not a lot of money. I will never be able to get a second place finish this season. I can promise you that. So we only care about the upfront payment for this one. Do we really need 100,000? It's for 4 races. After 4 races, we will get a new sponsor. Let's take it. Let's take it. Do we get anything better here? Yeah, 750,000. Ninth place. Maybe we will be able to get that towards the end of the season. 8 races long. Uh, well, we need the money, so we're gonna take that one. Then the fixed payment sponsors. Uh, Same thing, they can give an upfront payment. This one only gives upfront. But they can also give a fixed pay per race. That means that every race I enter, I will get 150,000 and it will last for 6 races. Not a great sponsorship deal, but I think I'm gonna take it. 500 upfront, that means uh, yeah, way less, a lot less than 100,000 per race. And this one, it will give 900,000 altogether. So 900,000 for 6 races is a lot better than 500,000 for 8 races. So that means that after 6 races, I might be able to get another deal, a better deal. So balance is still very low, but now we see that I will get at least 788,000 for the next race.